Hi and Happy New Year. It's 2024 already. This year, I'm going to kick off by starting about PR. And the first question I guess I should answer is what it is. Now, I obviously it's public relations, but I always wonder whether public relations is the right phrase. It sounds a bit pompous to me. I think something like promotional strategy would be a much better approach to it. And it is about promoting your company. That's what PR is all about. It's getting your name out there so people know about you. It's anything that puts your brand in front of potential buyers to influence them positively. And it's all tied to your brand. So obviously your PR strategy needs to have a strong brand behind it. And your brand identity needs to be aligned with both your organization's values and the demands of your target audience. So it's important to keep these things front and center. Part of your PR strategy is obviously to ensure your brand stays focused and it resonates with your audience. And it can cover a lot of things. So as it's the beginning of a nice new year, I thought it's a time to throw you some questions to see where you're going with your PR strategy. And it doesn't matter how small you are, you can have one. The obvious thing most people think about is media coverage, is PR is getting published in the press. And to some extent, that's one of the arms of PR, but it's not the only one. Yes, it's nice to be published, but make sure you're getting published in the things that your target audience read, not just anywhere. Broadcast media, yeah, everybody wants to get on the sofa in one of the sort of big national TV programs, but that's not the only way to do it. There's loads of local radio stations that are all looking for content, interesting people to talk to. So that's a really good place to start. And it doesn't matter how small your business is. If you've got a strong message, that's a really good place to start. Then there's some other things like getting awards. So you're pitching your business to a panel of people who will judge you. But if you get an award, it's a nice thing to have also to sort of demonstrate your worth, but it also gets you noticed by more people as they tend to get coverage in the press anyway, and that's getting press coverage without so much of the effort. Other things, sponsorship. You could sponsor somebody, whether it's in a small way or a big way, or whether you're doing a charity event. It's all ways of getting noticed and hopefully by the right people. So you have to think about who you're sponsoring and what they actually are doing and whether they're reaching your audience as well. Then there's things like speaking. And if you're one of these people who the idea of standing up in front of a group makes you curl up and die, then maybe go networking and get used to standing up and doing just a small 60-second pitch for your business. But the other thing you can do, of course, is at networking events is to do your 10-minute presentation about your business. So if you're part of a group, you usually get an opportunity to do a short presentation at some point. But the other thing is to, if you're happy to speak and you've got knowledge, is to put together a professional presentation and offer to speak at some of the local organisations. And the ones that spring to mind for me are things like FSB, Chamber of Commerce, maybe, it depends on your local chamber and what that's like. There are plenty of industry bodies who have local branches, and if they're the right market for you. So for instance, like me, if you're in marketing, ask your local Institute of Marketing, Chartered Institute of Marketing, I think it is, if they'd be interested in you coming and talking to their people about it. Same if you're in, engineering, if there's lots of engineering bodies that you could go and talk to them about your experiences as maybe as a case study or something. And of course, the next thing is writing books. That's not everybody's thing, but if it's something you'd like to do, I could probably help you with that. So get in touch with me. So that's enough from me. Let me send you forth to do your PR for the year, and I hope your strategy gets you great results.